2024 was an insane year, as Benny Johnson should know. Benny Johnson was on the front lines of social media fighting with the MAGA Maha coalition led by Donald Trump. Despite the media's ongoing and unrelenting false framing and the bureaucracy's ruthless raids, attacks, and much, much worse, the American people showed the resolve and courage to not succumb to the authorities' unyielding offenses. And remember the 5th of November, we came together to elect DJT in a landslide. Much like in 2016, Donald Trump's presidential victory in November 24 was surreal, and after Russia Ghazi, Charlottesville, and all the other many hoaxes perpetrated against the future and former president and the citizens of this country, and that includes those mad enough to support the establishment's malevolence, it felt like the corner had finally been turned and it was time to make America great again. Flash forward 11 months, and that unlikely coalition of the MAGA base, small L libertarians, Robert Kennedy Jr. and his supporters, Elon Musk, and many more, has all but fractured. Economically speaking, blue-collar families have not felt much relief in the past year compared to the last 2 or 3 years under the Biden administration, and this isn't all on Trump, as the current Republican Congress, on their best day, bottlenecks Trump's agenda, but for the majority of the time, even that is giving them too much credit. But make no mistake, Trump's handling of the Epstein situation was a total PR nightmare, and let me be clear, I'm not saying this because of my own take on whether the file should have been released or not. Nah, it's purely about how badly the messaging was botched. Add to that Donald Trump's near-constant focus on other countries and their endless problems, while we've got a mountain of unresolved issues right here at home that are still crushing everyday Americans. When you put it all together, it's no wonder that hope has started to crack, not just across the broader coalition, but even deep inside the MAGA base itself. That fire we felt on November 5th, for a lot of us, it's flickering. This is where Mr. Benny Johnson comes into the mix. Benny recently posted this clip on X. Check it out.
People wanting to be edgelords, saying, we don't care about the midterms, we don't care about Trump, we don't care about the Republican Party. Everything's in collapse, everything's in flames. Everything's over. It's so over. It's a total black pill. And I'm sick of it, honestly. Do you understand the alternative? You understand what will happen as soon as the left takes power? They'll nuke the filibuster. They'll add 12 new Supreme Court justices. There'll never be another victor in the Supreme Court. They'll do unlimited vote by mail and vote by phone. That's what they want to do in California. They want to do vote by phone. They want to lower the voting age to 16. They want to let every single illegal alien vote, and that'll happen because they'll naturalize 30 million criminal aliens that are here right now illegally. Then they'll add, again, 2 more Senate seats by making D.C. a state. D.C. is so dysfunctional. It is like a Somalian terrorist. So it's like Mogadishu. Puerto Rico, they'll do the same thing. And then they'll pack the Senate, they'll pack the court, and they'll make it so that Republicans will never win an election ever again. Not only that, they'll trans the kids, they'll make it mandatory that you have transgender bathrooms, men and women's sports. They'll make it mandatory that your children are forced into propaganda schools. They'll probably criminalize homeschooling. And of course, they'll take down channels like this one. They'll crack down on all free speech. They'll fine into oblivion every single free speech platform. And they'll take away your voice. They'll steal it. It'll be gone. And so we're at a precipice right now. We're at a turning point right now. And it's something that we have to be critically laser focused in on. Now,
we do understand what will happen if the left wins the midterms, much less any power in their current manifestation. That is why Americans turned out in such force in the 2024 election. There is no doubt that there are plenty of people in the MAGA movement who might be described as panicans, even though I think that is a stupid label. But many of who Benny is describing as edgelords who are blackpilling are only realists who see which way the wind is blowing, and it is alarming to them, and for good reason. The Republican Congress is blatantly acting as a pressure release valve for the left. They have gotten close to nothing accomplished when the country is in dire straits. This demoralizes the base. It tells people that their choice when voting is between chaotic destruction or staving off the inevitable chaotic destruction. Again, no meaningful change or accomplishments are happening. People are losing hope, and fast. Personally, I believed after the shenanigans that caused the 2020 election, it was too late to fix our broken systems. So when Republicans swept the 2024 election, it felt almost like divine intervention. But when you see how it's all turning out, these edgelords Benny is speaking of are only observant enough to see the forest through the trees. Far leftists and neocons have no interest in what the Republic is supposed to stand for. They are only concerned with power and a permanent, unquestioned authority of this land and the world itself. Their own stated intentions prove they mean to cause harm to these United States. This, in my opinion, disqualifies them from running for office. They are traitors, so to give them the opportunity to wield power over us is patently insane. Don't take this as a call for ultimate Republican power either, because this is not what I'm getting at. Options are a good thing. Options are freedom. I'm all about having a choice in the way the country reaches its main objective of liberty and prosperity. But those choices are all part of the coalition created in 2024. Just look at Steve Bannon compared to RFK Jr. The two have different philosophies and ideas as to how to make America the greatest nation and the best that she can possibly be. They are two entirely different approaches to reach the same goal. But the modern Democrat Party and all of these neocon George Bush-style Republicans mean to cause the country harm in order to enrich and empower themselves. I bring this up because Benny Johnson mentions in his video that if the Democrats take back power, they will eliminate the filibuster, pack the Supreme Court, voting by mail, voting by phone, and even lowering the voter age to 16 years old. The establishment wants to allow infinity illegals to enter the country, allow them to vote, thus negating the voice of the American people. Then they will naturalize those illegals, cementing them into our society. They want to make Washington, D.C. and Puerto Rico states, cementing their stranglehold on Congress. They will make it to where fighting back by voting them out of power is impossible. So yes, how I see it, this is disqualifying from holding power when your objective is to destroy our beautiful country in the name of unlimited power. And I don't think I'm the only one that feels this way. Whether you agree or disagree, comment down below and let me know how you are feeling heading into 2026 and the midterm election season. To sum everything up, in a time where the people mandated Republicans to put an end to this madness, hold tyrants accountable, clean up our streets, deport all illegals, and put the American people first, it feels like Congress is intentionally sabotaging the voters, while President Trump is focused on the problems of other countries during this most critical juncture. So maybe those speaking up aren't edgelords as much as they are a dire warning that the normies who came around to Trump in 2024 are going to have no desire to continue supporting Republicans in the midterms, seeing how it doesn't seem to make a difference anyway. We are tired of waiting for the dagger that has been dangling over our heads for at least the past decade to drop. Either remove the dagger or just get it the fuck over with at this point. And that's not blackpilling, it's just stating the obvious. Thank you sincerely for listening to the end of this video. If you would like more content like this, then I implore you to like this video and subscribe for daily videos on the reality of our society and culture.